Hi everyone. In today's story, we're going to meet a little boy who gets a big break in life. What kind of break is he going to get? We're about to find out. Welcome to Uncle DJ's Bedtime Stories. So what do we do on Uncle DJ's Bedtime Stories? Well, I'm Uncle DJ, and this is Mr. Kitty. Mr. Kitty? Mr. Kitty! Yeah, like that gets a cat. What do we do on Uncle Bedtime Stories? I'm going to tell you a short story, and then at the end, we're going to play a little game. So make sure you listen to the whole story, otherwise you won't be able to play. Are you ready? Let's go. Today's story is called Sonny's Rescue. So today's story is about a little boy who is 12 years old, and his name, we'll just call him Dave. Now, I don't necessarily want to say that Dave is a bad boy, but yeah, Dave's a bad boy. What makes him bad? Okay, this is what makes Dave a bad boy. Well, first of all, he teases his little sister, Hannah, relentlessly. I mean, like he's just bugging her all the time. Now, we love to bug our sisters and our brothers, don't we? Don't we? Yes, you do. She may only be 10 years old, but listen, she crochets these little dishcloths, and she sells them. She sells them at the farmer's market. And so, secretly, Dave is just a little jealous that she's 10 years old, making all this money. The second thing that Dave does that is not so nice, okay, it's bad, he throws rocks. Now, what's he throwing rocks at? Okay, he throws rocks at birds. Why are you throwing rocks at birds, dude? I don't know why he's throwing rocks at birds. One day, Dave is on his way to school and he sees a bird, and there it is. It's in the tree. It's in the tree, and it's got its back toward him. So he's gonna pick up a rock. He picks up a rock, and he sneaks up behind this bird. In order to get a good shot, though, he's gonna have to climb up on this fence. So he climbs up on this fence, and he's getting ready to throw his rock. And he didn't pay attention to the fence, that it was an old fence, kind of wobbly. Yeah, you got it. The fence breaks. Oh, bang! Dave comes down. Ah! Ow! Off to the hospital they go. What happened? He broke his ankle. He broke his ankle. Oh man, are you kidding me? How long until I get to walk again? Doctor says 8 weeks. 8 weeks? Are you kidding me? That's 2 months. That's the whole summer. We're coming into summer. I was gonna make some money. I was gonna mow lawns. I was gonna deliver flyers. I was gonna go play with my friends. Does this mean I can't do this anymore? Yes, that's what. Can I play tag? No, you can't play tag. Can I ride my bike? No, you can't ride your bike. Can I play floor hockey? No. 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 So, Dave's in his room. He's not so happy. A storm came up. Big storm. Lightning, boom, bang, crash. Big storm. And Dave is in his room, and all of a sudden, wham! There's this smack against his window. Something hit his window. What was that? Whoa. He goes over to the window. He opens up. There's a bird on the windowsill. What? And it's just laying there. It's kind of moving. Is it dead or what? He reaches out, opens up the window, opens it up, takes it, it's holding this bird, and you can tell, okay, he's breathing, but he doesn't look so good, so he went and gets a towel, and he wraps the bird in a towel, and he sets him down and lets him rest. And a couple hours later, bird wakes up, and he's trying to fly, can't fly, his wing hurts, bird's foot hurts a little bit. What a coincidence. bird hurt his foot and his wing. Anyway, so he calls his sister. He's like, Hannah, Hannah, can you get me some bird seed? We need some bird seed for this bird. And so she goes and gets some bird seed, and they feed the bird. They get him some water, and the bird is not running away. The bird's not flying away. He can't fly because he's got a hurt wing. Anyway, the bird is eating and drinking, and he's staying there. And it's like, well, we need a cage for this thing. It's like, what am I going to do? Okay, how are we going to get a cage? So his sister, 10 years old, right? His sister says, you know, I can lend you the money for you to get a bird cage, but you got to pay me back. And he's like, how am I supposed to pay you back when I can't mow lawns and I can't deliver flyers? She says, you can help me crochet dishcloths. And he said, oh, great. You're kidding, right? No, I'm not kidding. He's like, okay, you know what? I'll try. So Dave tried crocheting dishcloths. He did really good at it. And so they were selling, Hannah sold Dave's dishcloths with hers at the farmer's market every week for $3.50, and they made some money. And so they got a cage for the bird, and here, like, you know, Dave is just warming up to this bird. They become friends, and he's like, oh, you know what? He eventually calls the bird Sonny. And he said, why did you call the bird Sonny? Well, he's saying, well, you know, he's bright like a sunflower, and I just love this bird. Over the next few weeks, the summer was almost over. Sonny got better. Sonny was able to fly around the room. Didn't fly away, you know, stayed mainly in Dave's room, and would go in the cage and come out and fly around, and so Dave just left the cage open. You got something for bird stories, DJ? Like, this is another bird story. Yes, I know it's another, never mind. I just happen to have another bird story, okay? Like, just, it's okay. Sonny would stay in Dave's room. He'd fly around Dave's room, and they became friends. Guess what? Dave didn't hate birds so much anymore, and he didn't want to throw rocks at birds anymore. And so they became friends, and he's like, you know, birds are actually kind of cool. One night, while they were sleeping, Sonny flew over to Dave and start pulling on his ear. He's pulling on his ear. He's like, hey, you know, and starts chirping. And Dave is like, you know, what? It's still dark outside. Go back to bed. Go back to your cage. Get out of here. And he pushes him away. And Sonny just kept on flying back to him, pecking at his ear, start pulling on his hair. And he's like, what are you doing? Like, Sonny, what are you doing? Right? Like, go back to bed. And then he's like, wait a minute. What's that? What's that smell? You smell that? You smell that? Hey, I think it smells like smoke. What? Dave gets out of bed, goes down the hall, and he's like, the house is on fire. The house is on fire. They got the fire out. Called the fire department. Do they call the fire department? Do they not call the fire department? I don't know, what kind of story are you telling here? How much of the house do you want to burn down? A little bit of the house or a lot of bit of the house? Okay, they got the fire out. Fire's out, it's all good. Maybe the firemen came, maybe they didn't. I don't know. But the point is, here's the point. You getting to the point, DJ? Yeah, here's the point. Here's the point. The point is that the bird saved them from the house burning down. So, yay bird, right? Like, love it. Dave became a better dude. He learned to like animals. He learned to crochet things. And in fact, he got really good at crocheting. In fact, he got really good at crocheting dishcloths. In fact, one day I saw Dave's crocheted dishcloths and I said, Dave, how much are these? And he said, they're $3.50 each. And I'm like, wow, like how many will you sell me for two? And he said, well, for you, $7. And I'm like, done, I'll take it, $7. I mean, you gotta get the dishcloth, right? Sonny saves the day, yay. Dave's a good dude now, loves animals, loves the birds. And so are you kind to your pets? Are you kind to your cats, your dogs, your birds? Like these creatures were made for our happiness and they depend on us to look after them. And so they love us. Animals can get happy, they can get sad, they can get frightened. And I'm sure if you had a pet that you've even seen that. And so we need to take care of our pets. And so I hope you are nice to your pets, your dogs, your cats, your birds, whatever you may have, your fish. I hope you're nice to your pets. That's the end of the story. And now it's time for the recap mishap. What happens on the recap mishap? Let me tell you what happens during the mishap, rehab, mishap. It's time for the rehab mishap. I can't even talk. Hi, my name is Uncle DJ, and talking lessons tomorrow. Recap mishap. Yes, that's it. What happens during the recap mishap? I'm going to recap the story. When I do, I'm going to make 5 mistakes. Okay, I'm going to make 5 mistakes. How many mistakes am I going to make? 5. That's right, 5. So they're going to go from easy to hard. And so you need to listen to the story, listen to the retelling, listen to the recap, and see how many mistakes you can find. Are you ready? Here we go. In today's story, we learned about a little boy who was 12 years old, whose name was Don. And Don was not a very nice boy. He would throw rocks at birds, loved to throw rocks at birds. And one day, he saw this bird and he's like, I know I can hit this one. I'm going to get this one. And so in order to get close to the bird, he had to climb up onto a fence. The fence broke. He went down crashing to the ground, broke his knee. 8 weeks. He had to be off for 8 weeks. He missed school. And so he's at home and he's getting better when a storm came along one day and wham, this thing hits the window, his bedroom window, and it's a bird. Here's a bird. He takes the bird, he nurses it back to health, and what's he going to do for a job? He starts crocheting dishcloths with his sister, and they sell them for $3.50 down at the dollar store, and he makes enough money and repays his sister. She lent him money to buy a cage, and the bird lives in Dave's room, but he flies in and out of the cage, and he named the bird Sonny. He named the bird Sonny because Dave was so sad, and now Sonny has brought all the sunshine into his life. So he's just like, I'm going to name him Sonny because of the sunshine he has brought into my life. And so one night, the house catches on fire, and the bird wakes Dave up, pulling on his ear, pulling on his hair, and he saves the day, and everybody's happy with Sonny. Sonny's rescue. Sonny, Dave, kind of cool. Dave rescued Sonny, and then Sonny rescued Dave from being a miserable little boy. All right, that is the end. Did you find the 5 mistakes? I only made 5 mistakes. I only made 5. Easy to hard. Tell me if you found them or not. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and So tonight, I would like to say good night to my friends Stephen and Bethel. Good night, Stephen. Good night, Bethel. That's it for another episode. Hope to see you in the next one, and have a good evening. Bye, everyone. There we go. We are synced up. And on your mark, get set, some stories. Well, my name is Mr. DJ. Mr. DJ, Mr. DJ. I'm Uncle DJ. That gets a big break. It gets a big break in life. In fact, I asked Dave one day, I said, Dave, these are really nice. In fact, Dave crocheted the dishcloth so well. In fact, I'm gonna tell you. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Don't forget to like and subscribe.